Thank you, me, for what I'm sure was a very insightful lecture on how Greek warfare works. You mentioned the triremes, right? I missed out on the awful upset with myself. Okay, if you're in this group and you're watching this video, then that means you've been assigned the Battle of Marathon. The Battle Marathon. Okay, so the Battle Marathon happened during the First Greek-Persian Wars. What had happened was a bunch of Greeks named the Ionians fall under the rule of a man named Darius the Great. This was the great king of Persia at the time. Anyway, the Ionians, not being Persian by nature, rebelled against the Persians, and Athens sent troops to help the Ionians rebel. And that really tipped off Darius. So what Darius did, what he did was, apologies, trying to get my budget up, but this will have to do for now. So I should have learned to use some video editing software. Okay, Darius sends 600 triremes. Persians had them too, up the Bay of Marathon. They were led by a Median general named Datis. Alright, so this fleet of 600 triremes carries the Persian across the Aegean Sea to land at Marathon. This is the Bay of Marathon. Alright. When the Persians actually got there, now watch this. Ha. And ha. Ha? Fancy, right? Okay. When the Persians actually got there, the Athenian generals were all arguing. Hello. They were all arguing over whether or not they should engage immediately or wait for the Spartan allies. The Spartans, of course, were kept up with one of their holy rituals. So, the most, I don't want to say arrogant, but the most hot-headed of the Athenian commanders, his name was Miltiades, won the argument, and the Greeks advanced immediately. See, they built these big wooden ramparts on either side of the battlefield, so the Persians couldn't use superior numbers to split up and outflank them. Uh-oh. Anyway, to actually meet the line, even with the ramparts, Miltiades had to spread his line thin. Well, see, that didn't come with it. Notice how the Greeks had a weaker center than the Persians did. Alright, so what this Greek center does is it falls back, and this draws the Persians in, and this allows the stronger Greek phalanxes, made out of hoplites, like we talked about, on the flanks, to swoop in and crush the Persian sides. So, let me just lay down the numbers here. These 600 triremes were carrying about 20,000 and 25,000 troops, alright? The Athenians put up 10,000. They were outnumbered 2 to 1. And yet they sent the Persians running home, crying to Darius. Greek victory, a very good one at that. This isn't the first time that the Persians and the Greeks met. It surely isn't going to be the last. Okay, so here's what I want from you guys now. What I want you to do, and yes, I keep a trapdoor under my desk for just this occasion. What I want you to do is I want you to list several things from this video. I want you to list who the commanders were on the other side of the battlefield. I want you to list how the Athenians won and how you would have done it differently. Would you have waited for the Spartans? Do you think it would have been a better victory that way? There were, let me see, 192 Greeks killed. 192. Now, that might not seem like a big number considering you said 10,000 people, but did those guys really have to die? What could you have done differently if you were the commander at Marathon?